Yeah, we've got
Kevin, thanks.
David. He is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. So the Nets starting five. Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's KD in at the power forward position. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the three. Now here's Milton. The pass to Harris. Embiid trying to break loose. Good work defensively by Harden.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Harden with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Durant wide open. He fires. That doesn't go either for KD. Harden against Simmons. Dishes to Harris. It's stolen by Brown. And now here's Durant. The fast break opportunity. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Harden. Here's the three. And stolen by Simmons. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw this game. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Harden outside, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
Here's Simmons. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Harris outside. And stolen by Jordan.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. And Simmons kicks to Harris. And that one, good.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Durant. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the three ball. Durant's got 5. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Irving against Curry. Right block shot. Back to Irving. Shoots over Curry. Pass to Llewellyn. Irving against Curry. Irving passes to Llewellyn. Over to the left wing. Dinwiddie kicks to Griffin, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job at the box out.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
Passes to Irving. Here's Claxton. Now Irving. Claxton, the pass to Irving. And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Maxey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Inside. Ball stolen. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Luwawu. The kick out to Irving. Goes back up. Claxton tips it back in.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reach the end of the first quarter. 7. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those who want to foul.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Luwawu is out there with Griffin. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in its center.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Brown kicks to Harden. It's Durant on the wing. The Nets need to get a shot off here. 2 on the clock. Over Thibault. Ball's not loose.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Big Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
Outside, Simmons. Harris outside. Free throw line jump shot. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Harris has got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers. KD dishes to Harden. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, Simmons so dangerous in these open floor situations. I love his aggressiveness in getting to the right spot.
Now here's Brown. He He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Durant finds Harden. Shot clock at 5. And here is Jordan. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with possession. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you. Milton's shot is good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's Harden with the drive. Drops in the layup for 2.
Tremendous speed on the drive. Harden is consistent in attacking the basket.
50 seconds left in the first half. Harris inside, guarded by Harden. Harris passes to Thibault. A three-pointer off the mark. Nets trail by 12. The Nets working the ball around now. Harden kicks to KD. Pass to Harris. Kicks it out to Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Love the ferocity. Heck, that's one of my favorite words, ferocity. Harden, excellent at accelerating and decelerating. That's the thing that makes him so tough. He can go fast, slow, or mid-range speed.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Simmons inside. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And, you know, this is the area where Simmons is most effective, mainly due to his size and athleticism.
And so it's the Philadelphia 70. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end. And that does it for our halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
And so the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Simmons with it. He's got 8. And he banks in the layup. Simmons got 10 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
It's Harden with the drive, and oh, he just jams it right over Ben Simmons. Wow.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
For Brooklyn, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now the pass to Durant. Down low and stolen by Scott. Here's Curry. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Brown. Durant feeling it out a bit. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. They get a hand on it, and Brooklyn has possession. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 6 to shoot. Harris finds KD. Back to Harris from outside the arc. Action coming off the assist from KD. KD's got 3 assists now in this one. And that's an intentional foul. Philadelphia leading by 9. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole. We all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A. To the wing right side. Pass to Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. The dish now to Griffin. Passes it to Claxton. Back to Griffin. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. The feed to Scott. That's tipped. Pass to Maxey. He kicks to Howard. Over Claxton. And that one goes long. Nets trail by 11. Here's Irving. The pass to Luau. Back to Irving. Curry with the steal. Now, here's Maxey. Dinwiddie covering. Howard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Dinwiddie passes to Luau. Back to Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to find Irving. He's got it now. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Offline with his 3. And here's Maxey. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Griffin. Irving is out there with Luwawu, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. Curry looking around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Can't be too aggressive when guarding Seth Curry because he's good at attacking and drawing fouls.
And both free throws good for Curry. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. It's a 14-point game. Here's Irving. Outside Jordan. And here's KD for 3. Out to Harris for 3. Green with the rebound.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
The 76ers leading by 14. Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. Three-pointer on the way. Jordan with the rebound. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Kept alive. Durant, the pass to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Inside. Here's Jordan. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss. Scott kicks to Curry. Brooklyn with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Irving finds Jordan. Back to Irving. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
And the 76ers get it back. Back to Embiid. Over Irving. It's good from inside. And the 76ers lead by 16.
Boy, Embiid wants to own the inside on both sides of the floor. He is a force in the paint and relishes hitting those boards.
Harden surveying the D. Out to Harris from downtown. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. For the finish. Shots good by Durant.
You know, the defense just can't stop Durant's drive. I mean, he's got that alchemy of agility and power. He's hard to shut down.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And stolen by Jordan. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Simmons passes to Embiid, and he gets it to go.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Philadelphia.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Ben Simmons.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Now, here's Milton. He's tightly guarded. Puts it up from 12, and Jordan sends it back. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant's got the ball. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-footer.
KD against Simmons. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed. And the 76ers showing off their style as they are run. Now it's ended out.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Thibault. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here is Harris. To the middle. Here's Embiid. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Capella. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Young pass to Collins. 5 to shoot. And here is Harris. Milton in the corner. Misses the 3.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Pass to Harris. Count it. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Here's Collins. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Simmons against Bogdanovich. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Young's shot is off. The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
And the Hawks with possession, trailing by 2. It's Young on the wing. Puts it up from 17. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Young outside. That's good from 17 feet away.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Outside, Simmons. Milton finds Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Back to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. Great open look there.
You got to keep your eye on Embiid, especially from these in-between areas. I mean, he's effective at scoring from there.
Young looking it over. To the inside. Here's Collins. Rejected by Harris. To the paint. And slam dunk by Harris.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
Here's Bogdanovich. No points in the game yet for him. Young outside. Good.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Pass to Harris. Back to Simmons. Inside. Here's Embiid. And good that time.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Young outside. No good on that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Pass to Thibault. Harris with it. Capella covering. Now here's Embiid. That one drops for him. Embiid's got 6.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers on top. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Scott. Actually out there with Curry. Then it's Green, and it's Howard in at the center, filling out the middle. The pass to Maxey. And stolen by Hunter. Young passes to Hunter. Outside Collins. Up top, Capella. He's guarded by Howard. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Capella.
Only so much you can do against Capella. He's capable of keeping his balance through contact.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Howard dishes to Green. Passes to Maxey. Here is Howard. 4 on the clock. Over Okongwu. No good off the front iron. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
And here's Maxey, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off, but they recover it. Howard finds Curry. Back to Howard, to the middle. They kick it out to Green. With a floater. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. The Hawks trail it. Pass to Reddish. There's the dish to Williams. Beyond the arc. The shot by Reddish, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And he gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 4.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Williams passes to Herter. Back to Williams. Down low, Okongwu. A putback, and Williams is right there.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Outside Curry. From deep. Gallinari with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Okongwu, the pass to Gallinari. Dishes it to Okongwu. Shoots the 3. Herter, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
Yeah, Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence.
Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Nasty. How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
There's 57 seconds left in the second quarter. Harris on the double team. Out to Gallinari. The 3. They get it back. There's 48 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Milton. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Simmons dishes to Harris. Back to Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Simmons got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to contain. The defense has to push him farther away.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Young. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now Simmons. Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Clint Capella.
And look at that, the massive size of Embiid. He uses it well to cause problems for the defense.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Young for 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. And we know that Joel Embiid is one of the...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center position. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Bogdanovich, no luck. The 76ers leading by 4.
Yeah, Jay, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdanovich. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
Young outside. And there's the pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Capella. Passes it to Young. And here's Bogdanovich. Capella inside. Embiid's there. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They lead by 4. Over to the wing. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Shoots from the high post. Rebound Atlanta.
And Bogdanovich coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings and not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question, he's an NBA player.
Here's Harris. Collins with some nice D.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
Count that one. Young's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Hawks.
You know, you see Young's eyes light up when the break is on. Solid at scoring in transition.
Harris inside. He's guarded by Collins. Makes it off the glass. Harris has got 6.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Collins finds Bogdanovich. Whistle blow. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Right side Curry. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And they're pushing it up. Here's Hurt. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The feed to Okongwu. Back to Herter for the lead. That one misses. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Green passes to Maxey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Williams, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. The Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Williams passes to Okongwu. Kicks it to Williams. He dishes it to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The 76ers lead it.
And Dwight Howard, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. He provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. He also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
1:02 left to play in the third. Sinks the triple. Curry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Williams passes to Herter. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. Here's Okongwu. Gallinari outside. To the middle. Crafty move. Here's Okongwu. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Scott. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered closely and stolen by Okongwu. Gallinari finds Williams. Gallinari right side. One second left. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. 76ers on top. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Howard. Scott is out there with Green, and there's Seth Curry. And it's Maxey in at the 1 spot. Herter, no good.
They say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Maxey passes to Howard. Up and in on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets now.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Williams with the ball. Outguarded by Simmons. And it's Gallinari missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Harris misses. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Reddish. He kicks it to Williams. To the inside. Embiid with the steal. There's the lob for Harris. Doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Okongwu, the pass to Gallinari. On the wing, Williams. Pocket 6. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
And so they foul intentionally. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Milton finds Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Young outside. No good. That would have tied it.
Oh, you expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Embiid with it. Yep, that one goes. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Now, this is why Embiid has the ball in these moments, because the team counts on him to step up.
Young inside. Defended by Milton. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And that one falls for Young.
And the comparisons to Steph Curry, it's understandable. Young's shooting ability is off the chart.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Simmons passes to Harris. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Hunter. The kick out to Young. 1:32 left to play here in the fourth. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And that's 15 points for Trae Young.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
Embiid, the pass to Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass.
Demonstrating how valuable he is in the clutch. Simmons is calm, cool, and collected in these moments.
1:02 left in the fourth. Young with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Thibault.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Here's Young from the arc. Again, Young missing.
Look, the more threes he misses, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Over Hunter. Embiid, no good. And here's Atlanta. It's a 3-point game. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Outside, Simmons. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get the coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach...
The traffic in New York City. We are...
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, we've got Jordan. Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant in at the power forward. Now here's Durant. Down low, here's Jordan. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Now, here is Harden. Back to Durant. And finished off by KD.
And you remember there were questions about KD's athleticism going into the 2007 draft. None now. He can throw it down with the best of them.
Here's Young. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. The 8-footer. And it's sent back by KD. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Outside Jordan. Brown the pass to Durant. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. Inside. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Now, here is Young. 5 on the clock. Here's Collins. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Harden the pass to Jordan. Harris with it. And stolen by Hunter.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
The Hawks working the ball around. Now Capella. Stolen by Harden. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. There's the pass to Brown. Jordan kicks to Harden. Back to Jordan. Shakes him. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now, here's Hunter. The kick out to Young. Hunter with it. Pass to Capella. Outside Collins. Clock at 4. Goes up with it again. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Durant. Back to Harden. Releases. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And there's Collins on the assist from Bogdanovich.
Attacking the teeth of that defense. This is where Collins makes his living.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. That one good for 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. A rebound by the Nets. Here's KD. Pass to Harden. To the inside. The kick out to Brown. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. 9 seconds left to play in the first. Bogdanovich finds Young.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of whoever he's guarding.
And so it's Brooklyn, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Green. Luwawu is out there with Irving. And it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. Nets leading by 6. Passes it to Luwawu. Dinwiddie against Williams. In the corner, Irving with it. 6 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Claxton, no good. The Hawks trail by 6. And he jams it with authority.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Irving from long range. Okongwu grabs the board.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Outside, Green hands it from downtown.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
And the pass to Okongwu. Kicks to Gallinari. The rebound by Luwawu. Brooklyn leading by 5. To the middle. And stolen by Okongwu. Fernando, the pass to Herter. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Going hard to the rim. That's what you like to see from Herter. Not just hanging out at the three-point line.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Irving. To the paint. Here's Dinwiddie. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Green. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Hawks trail by 3. Inside. Here's Fernando. Can't get it to fall. And the foul called on Bruno Fernando. That's his first foul. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
So I bet.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Young outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Brown against Young. Brown the pass to Jordan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got 8 points.
And DeAndre has really beefed up his body over the years, remaining ready for whatever the defense throws his way.
Young taking his time here. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Young against Brown. Back to Harden. The 3 doesn't get it to drop for him. And Atlanta will come the other way. The 17-footer. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Harden the pass to Durant. Left side Jordan. And stolen by Hunter. It's Collins with the drive. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And now a 3-point Hawks lead. Now here's Harden. Jordan. And that's it for the first half of action. What's it? All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They've got a 3-point lead. That's all for now.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been quite a game so far for DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there at Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the center. And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. From deep, Collins. A rebound by the Nets.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Outside Collins. Bogdanovich against Harden. And here's Bogdanovich. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, G.A.? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract. It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Harris finds Harden. And stolen by Hunter. Knocks it loose. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Young against Brown. A nice shot by Young.
Trae Young's a crafty operator from mid-range, really from any range.
Harden surveying the D. Durant for 3. Offensive rebound. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Bogdanovich. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Bogdanovich has got 6. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Durant for 3. Brown the pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Harden. 18 feet out. On the wing, Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Down low. It's stolen by Capella. And now here comes Young leading the break. Feeds to Hunter. That's in coming off the assist from Young. Hunter's got his first points of the game.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Harden outside. Inside. Jordan inside. Working on Collins. Here's Durant. Out to Harris. Jordan trying to free himself up. KD on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 7 points in the game.
Just what this offense is designed to do. Get Durant these kinds of looks.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And the Hawks with possession here. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Williams passes to Herter. Stolen. Here's Llewellyn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Claxton. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
So savvy inside for a player of his size and tough. Williams will do whatever it takes.
Right side, Irving jacks up a 3. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Williams looking over the floor. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Have to respect how Lou plays. Wiry, strong, no stranger to the +1.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Irving way outside. Off on that one. And we've reached the end of the third. Hawks ahead, leading by 4. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Irving. Luwawu is out there with Green, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Fernando, that's good.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break, and then points at the other end.
Irving finds Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Clock at 6. The kick out to Irving. The shot. Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Herter. A three-pointer, no good. Nets trail by 6. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Claxton the pass to Irving. Shot on the wing. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Passes it to Claxton. And stolen by Okongwu. Here's Fernando. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Dinwiddie dishes to Green. Outside Irving. The pass to Claxton. Tipped away and stolen by Williams. He's got a clear path.
Lightning speed. Lou picks the ball clean, gets it up ahead. That's a nice play.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Irving kicks to Green. Back to Irving. Here's Claxton. Now the dish to Irving. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Fernando. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from, finds the open man.
Pass to Harris. There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. Durant, the pass to Jordan. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Durant's got his 5th assist in this one. Atlanta leading by 6. Outside Williams. Gallinari outside. To the middle. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Clock at 2. Here's Collins, and it's blocked by Jordan.
DeAndre is simply one of the most electrifying shot blockers in the game. If you put up a shot around him, you better put it up high.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remained calm under pressure.
Young with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. Now Hunter. Shot, high post. Stolen by Harden. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. On the wing, Harris. Back to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Jordan inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And there's another turnover by Atlanta. It's the Nets now. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Durant just inside the line. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And the Hawks with possession here. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Collins kicks to Young. Dishes it to Capella. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have to look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. And Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the 3. And for the Nets, we've got Jordan. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Harden. Pass to KD. And both these teams rely on low post offense scores in a size-on-size matchup. What can make the difference?
Well, smart passing is one of the keys, Kevin. You have to be able to enter the ball into the low post in a way that puts that big in a position to score it. The ball's got to be moving. Can you get it side to side and get the ball inside at the appropriate time?
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Embiid, no good. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Simmons with it. He's picked up by KD. It's good.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Durant, the pass to Jordan. Embiid with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Milton. A new 14 for the 76ers. Simmons somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Simmons got his second basket.
Intent on keeping that possession alive. Simmons uses his height to his advantage.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Here's KD. Money from the wing.
Well, Kevin Durant's looking at the defender like, hey, if you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Milton with it. And here is Simmons. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. 5 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's Harris. And it's sent back by KD. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now, here is Harden. Kicks it to Durant. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have
to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Here's Curry with the three. Another miss by Philadelphia. Brooklyn trailing. Harden right side. Pass to Jordan. And Scott now, top of the key. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. To the inside. Here's Howard. Outside, Green. Back to Howard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Harden outside. Durant for three. Green with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Now here's Curry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. And that one is hammered home.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Here's Maxey. Outside Curry. No good. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Llewellyn. Now, here is Irving. Puts it up from 12. Jump shot is good. And it's all knotted up.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Here's Maxey. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it...
Tie game in Brooklyn. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons.
For me, it comes with blocking.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the three, the small forward. On the way, Harris fires for three. The shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move. He isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Brown kicks to Jordan. Harden outside and stolen by Simmons. Now the pass to Thibault. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Thibault's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. Harden dishes to Brown. Back to Harden. Over Thibault. Harden can't hit.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Milton the pass to Simmons. And taken away by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. And finished off by KD.
Well, this is the quarter where awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Now Simmons, he has 6. Harris passes to Milton. Feeds to Embiid, and stolen by Jordan. KD drives in. Here's Harris. Right side, Kevin Durant. The dish to Jordan. Shoots over Embiid. From 12 feet out. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Durant's got it all tied up now for the Nets. The 76ers shooting the ball at 42%. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And they double up Simmons. Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Oof, what a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
Here's Simmons. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead. And he commits the intentional foul. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. And I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Now, here's Maxey. Dinwiddie covering. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. The 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets trail by 4. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Passes it to Claxton. And foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Maxey passes to Howard. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The 76ers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, similar to his brother Steph, Seth is a knockdown shooter. This guy's a crafty combo guard with a number of tricks up his sleeve.
The drive by Green, and it's Howard finishing it off.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
Irving surveying the floor. Back to Dinwiddie. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by Howard.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The 76ers leading by 7. And here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Scott, good.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Harden with it. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's Maxey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Maxey's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look right at the...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey,
For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And that'll about do it.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Ben Simmons in this game. He's been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got Durant, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris, and it's small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Jordan against Embiid, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Irving. Pass to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And it's Irving missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
There's the lob for Harris.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Durant's got 8 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Milton. The shot's good. Milton's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the 76ers.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Harden kicks to Durant. The kick out to Irving. Shoots from 14. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
Simmons looking around. To the paint. It's tipped. Embiid dishes to Simmons. Bobbed up there for Embiid. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he gets the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The 76ers leading by 6. Outside, Simmons. Embiid finds Simmons. Inside, here's Thibault. That one misses. Jordan with some nice D. Irving for 3. And Embiid pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Irving passes to Harden. Outside for Jordan. Outside Irving. Launches a 3. Again, Irving missing.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Milton with it. Guarded now by Irving. Thibault can't get it to go. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Trailing here by 8. And the Nets miss again. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Back to Harden. And it's blocked. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. Dishes it to Curry. The 19-foot shot, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Well, as reliable as it gets from the mid-range. Seth Curry very good at finding those opportunities in those spaces.
Now, here's Irving. From the arc. Traps in the tray. Irving's got 7 points. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Seth Curry. Howard is out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Green, and it's Maxey in at the 1. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's tightly guarded. Nobody near Irving. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. The 76ers leading by 7. Maxey passes to Curry. He kicks it to Howard. Back to Curry. He dishes it to Howard. From deep three-point range, Curry's shot is off.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And here are the Nets. Now, Dinwiddie. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Maxey. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Green passes to Howard. Can't connect from short range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Griffin kicks to Irving. Four on the clock. The pass to Claxton. Here's Dinwiddie. That 3 off the mark. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Scott. The offensive rebound. Howard, the pass to Scott. 76ers moving the ball around. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Curry passes to Howard.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
And here is Curry. Howard dishes to Curry. Trying to end the drought. Gets the bucket and the foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Here's Durant, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Simmons passes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 5 assists in the game.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Passes to Brown. And there's the feed to Durant. The three from Harden. Rebound by the 76ers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Thibault finds Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Harden surveying the D. Outside, KD. Those three-pointers off the mark. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They're leading by 8. .36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. But they'll get another chance. Here's Embiid. They shoot again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
And Embiid drops them both.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Outside Durant. Back to Harden. Here's Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
So the 76ers win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental?
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll Moments away. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. D.A.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Tony Snell, and it's Capella in at the 5. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons, and it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. Bounce pass for Milton. Here's Embiid. The shot missing. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Milton's shot is good.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Snell. Out to the right wing. Hunter, no one around him. Connects from three-point range.
And the defense better start respecting DeAndre Hunter from that kind of range.
Milton with it. Pass to Harris. At the top of the key, Embiid. Back to Harris. 4 on the shot clock. No good that time. Collins with some nice D. Snell, the pass to Collins. Here's Capella. Right side, Collins. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Collins wide open. He fires. The step back jumper is good.
John Collins can run as a big and impressive right there in the open court.
Now Simmons. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Embiid, and he lays it straight in.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
The pass to Collins. Here's Snell. No No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1. He doesn't hit that one.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Here's Milton. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Milton's got 5 points so far.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And the dunk by Capella.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Now here's Simmons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Harris finds Milton. And here's Embiid. Back to Milton. Pulls it from 20. Good as the jump shot falls. He has 7. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Young with the ball. To the middle. Here's Collins. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. Good work defensively by Capella. That one's not going to go. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's Atlanta. They're up by 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 1. Scott inside. Bogdanovich against Howard. Curry passes to Maxey for 3. Curry can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Over in the corner, Reddish. In the corner, Herter with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul. 76ers trailing. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Outside Curry. Pass to Howard. Just 5 to shoot. Over Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich pretty good at making some things tough for his man. Very active on the defensive end.
Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. And the basket is good. Okongwu's now got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Hawks.
And going back
to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age. Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Reddish. Hawks passing it around. Shoots from the block, and he hits the jump shot.
Well, he's an accurate shooter and has some great confidence. Bogdanovich with the beauty.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Maxey. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low, Scott, and finished off by Scott.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see, and it came this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Gallinari passes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Howard with the ball. Gallinari on him. Howard finds Curry. Scott with the ball. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Green's checked in. 1:31 left to play in the first half. Now Bogdanovich. Herter passes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
Dishes to Curry. Kicks it to Howard. Okongwu grabs the board.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Bogdanovich against Curry. Bogdanovich inside. Shot clock at 5. A step back shot here. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Curry. Howard trying to free himself up.
How about that? That's a big boost defensively if Herter can get in there and block shots and intimidate in some way.
Here's Green. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Bogdanovich looking around. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hawks.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. And the greatest bench. And that's a wrap.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the 76ers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3. Capella dishes to Collins. Over Harris. Shot by Collins, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for Philadelphia. A 2-point game. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Capella.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Harris passes to Embiid. Basket counts. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Snell kicks to Collins. Simmons against Young. Back to Collins. Over Harris. Atlanta gets it back to the right side. Poked away. Hunter, the pass to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Capella. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Embiid. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Milton's shot is good.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team and just fighting tonight. And that's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Milton, defended by Young. Feeds it to Harris.
Well, he's very engaged right now, John Collins, defensively, and that's starting to make a difference for the team.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Young against Simmons. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 4 points in the quarter. 76ers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Here's Hunter. Hits the three-point bomb. And it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
Hunter in rhythm is a much better shooter. And that shot looked nice.
1:15 left in the third. Green, the pass to Embiid. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Collins is running. Passes it to Capella. Back to Young. Count it.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Bogdanovich passes to Gallinari. To the inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
We all know that Gallinari can shoot the ball, but he could have taken that shot. Instead, gives it to the teammate.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's Curry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks bringing the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court right now for the Hawks. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Bogdanovich in at the point guard. He kicks to Reddish. Now the feed to Okongwu. The pass to Reddish. Bogdanovich with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Here's Okongwu.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Atlanta leading by 7. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. And the Hawks making a change here. Dunn's checked in. Outside, Bogdanovich. Over Maxey. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Thibault kicks to Curry. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And Reddish with the slam.
And Reddish out there running on the break. That's the best way to reward a teammate for that kind of defensive pressure.
Curry, wide open, hits it from 3-point range.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Mike Scott. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Dunn dishes to Gallinari. Over in the corner, Reddish. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And here's Collins from outside. That shot off the mark. And Philadelphia the other way now. Harris finds Simmons. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
We know Simmons is a great creator. Here, he shows us he can also work off the catch.
Snell, the pass to Collins. Young outside. 6 on the shot clock. Fires at the elbow. Here's Capella. Tries yet again. Pass to Hunter. Back to Capella. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Here's Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Tony Snell.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
1:27 left in the game. A nice shot by Young.
That is why Trae Young has the ball.
The 76ers trail by 4. Simmons on the wing. The dish now to Embiid. Over Collins. Embiid, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
And Simmons slams it in.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Young left side. And he comes up with the deuce.
It's in. Trae Young comes up huge this time, looking like the go-to guy.
Simmons working it over. He feeds it to Embiid. Outside for Simmons. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And Simmons, just such a gifted player. Someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Young dishes to Collins. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Kevin Herter's favorite player growing up was Dwayne Wade, and that's why he wears the number 3.
Timeout called the 76ers. What's your take, guys?
And they need a miracle, guys. They don't have enough time for the catch-and-shoot 3, so the only hope is for an alley-oop and an and-one to finish out.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Clint Capella.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Coming up next. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it. So the Nets starting five. Harden out there with Brown. And it's Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the point. Here's Herter. Kicks to Collins. And stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. KD leading the charge. Inside. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Hunter dishes to Collins. Outside, Bogdanovich. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Brown the pass to Harden. Pass to Jordan. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And there's the pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces him to get sloppy. Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Harden outside. Passes it to KD. Fires the 3. No good on the shot. And Atlanta will come the other way. And stolen by Jordan. Stolen by Collins. Bogdanovich with it. Picked up by Brown. Pass to Bogdanovich. Plays it up and banks it in. Bogdanovich has got his second basket.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Now, here is Harden. Here is Durant. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, he's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season, and yet they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Brown. Pass to Harden. Brown outside. Out to Harris. Just 4 to shoot. Outside Durant.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Herter. No good on the 3. And KD's got the ball here for the Nets. Trailing by 5. Basket good.
Not many guys have a handle like James Harden. Exceptional at slicing up the defense.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Herter passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Herter. Hawks passing it around. Good work there as it goes.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Harden outside. He kicks it to KD. From deep. The shot off that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Outside Bogdanovich. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Harden. Down low. Outside for KD. The alley-oop. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Okongwu. Tony Snell is out there with Young. Then it's Reddish, and it's Gallinari in at the 4, and stolen by Irving. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Griffin passes to Green. Count that bucket.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Now, here's Okongwu. Snell from outside. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Nets trail by 3. Outside Irving. There's the dish to Green. Top of the key, Griffin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the basket by Atlanta. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Snell, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Okongwu kicks to Young. To the middle. And Okongwu slams it in.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
Irving passes to Dinwiddie. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Durant kicks to Brown. Jordan high post. There's the pass to Harden. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. Terrific play.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Yeah, and the perimeter shots, though, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
And here's Young after Gallinari made the last three-pointer. Stolen by Durant. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Snell, the pass to Gallinari. Over in the corner, Reddish. This one for 3. And Okongwu slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Harden bounce pass. Here's Durant. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Herter. Here's Capella. And that's off the glass and in. Capella's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
He gets it up, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. And this Hawks team still learning on the fly. Hawks learning on the fly. And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bogdanovic really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Brown in at the 2 guard.
There is no limit to where Durant can shoot from, which is what makes him really dangerous when he's got the ball in his hands.
Bogdanovic against Brown. A nice shot by Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got 9.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. Jordan. Here's Harden. The rebound by Young.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And the dunk by Capella.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
Harden dishes to KD. Over Collins. Unloads. Harden missing again.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. Nets trail by 7. Now Harden. Outside Durant. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Brown finds Durant. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Brown. Young with the steal. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Collins with it. Picked up by Brown. And Reddish with the slam.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Lou Williams is checked in for Trae Young. And Tony Snell subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Irving. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Williams passes to Snell. Back to Williams. Here's Snell. No points in the game yet for him. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Passes it to Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Dishes it to Green. Dinwiddie with it. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Right side, Williams. He dishes it to Gallinari. Griffin with the steal. .114 left in the third quarter of the game. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Griffin. Back to Green. From downtown. No good there. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Feeds it to Snell. Pass to Okongwu. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. Count it. And the Hawks with possession here, leading by 5. Here's Snell. Clock at 6. And so Green will bring it up for Brooklyn. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And stolen by Williams. Here's Redick. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hawks lead by 5. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Trae Young is out there with Chris Dunn. Then it's Okongwu. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Hunter in it to small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. A nice shot by Young.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shoot.
Outside Irving. And it's blocked. But they get it back. Luwawu, the pass to Griffin. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Young. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Dunn. Then for the Nets, Kevin Durant's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And James Harden has subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now, here is Harden. Tight defense on him.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Outside Bogdanovich. Drills the elbow jumper.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
And here is Irving. And the pass to Harden. Over Bogdanovich. Harden finds Griffin. Harden with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. Now here's Harden. Back to Harris. Passes to Griffin. Second chance shot with 1 on the clock. Kicks it out to Harden. The feed now to Durant. Offensive rebound. Back to Harden. From past the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. Collins dishes to Hunter. Here's Huerter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Shoots over Griffin. Hits the front of the rim and out. Nets trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Harris passes to Griffin. Over Bogdanovich. A nice shot by Griffin. Griffin's got his first 2 points.
And you can see how the team rallies around Griffin in these situations. And their faith is not misplaced. He plays with such heart.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Bogdanovich. Again, it's good on the putback.
Hey, you got to to put a body on Capella. I mean, he's a tenacious offensive rebounder and does a nice job using his body.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Here's Herter to the paint, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So for the Hawks, Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. Trae Young comes in for Bogdanovich, and Chris Dunn subbed in for Kevin Herter. And a change for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Johnny Snell's checked in for Atlanta. Dunn kicks to Snell. The dish to Capella. Pass to Snell. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Harris.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Now Young kicks to Dunn. Back to Young. Knocked away. Oh, wow, unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. A deep three from Durant. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.